Uptown got its hustlers, Bowery got its bums, 42nd Street got Big Jim, Walker, yeah, bull shooting son of a gun.
Yeah, he's big and dumb as a man can come, but he's stronger than a country house. And when the bad folks all get together at night, you know they all call Big Jim boss, just because.
Hi there, everyone. Excuse me, frog in my throat. My name's Pat, and I am not your average Nana. So today, I'm going to talk about covers. Everybody does a cover song, at least once in their career, if not multiple times. I've done cover songs. Everybody does them. And sometimes we do covers of covers. Some songs go back a long time. Today, I'm going to be reviewing You Don't Mess Around with Jim. And that's by Jim Croce, who, as I was growing up, was one of my favorite singers. He was a singer-songwriter, active from about 66 to 73. His career was cut short in September of 73 when, during a plane crash in Louisiana, plane took off, hit a tree, or clipped a tree, and then came down, and there were no survivors. I think a total of 6 people passed at that time. Anyways, his style was more of, some people say it's kind of a folk, honky-tonk, rock sound, but he was also known for writing some beautiful love songs and very poignant, meaningful lyrics. So it's not just that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play his song, him singing the song, and then another artist, which we all know, Geoff Castellucci. He also did this song, and we'll kind of, I don't want to compare them because they're both good singers and I like them both, but we'll see, I don't even say who did it best. Sorry, I know it says what I said it was going to be, but I find it hard to really pick my favorite, but I'm going to try. Okay. The Jim Croce version is from Midnight Special. It's a show that was in mid-June of 73, and he was gone about just over 3 months later. So his I'll put a link to the whole show because it's not just him, Little Anthony and the Imperials, but during this, he's hosting the show and he's got 4 or 5 of his songs he sings on this show. So if you have not listened to him before, this is a good example of his music. So first, I'm going to play his song, and then I'll play Geoff's song, and we'll talk about it. Okay, so let's get going with this one. Oops, there we go.
Uptown got its hustlers, Bowery got its bums, 42nd Street got Big Jim, Walker, yeah, bull shooting son of a gun. Yeah, he big and dumb as a man can come, but he's stronger than a country horse. And when the bad folks all get together at night, you know they all call Big Jim boss, just because. They say you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't speed into the wind, get off the with Jim. Ba-doom-doo-da-da-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Okay, so usually it's the same. His same backup guitar player is cool. Doesn't always have a piano player with him.
Well, out of South Alabama come a country boy. He said, I'm looking for a man named Jim. I am a pool shooting boy, my name is Willie McCoy, but down home they call me Slim. Yeah, I'm looking for the king of 42nd Street. He drove on a drop-top Cadillac. Last week he took all my money, and it may sound funny, but I come to get my money back. And everybody say, Jack, don't you know that you don't tug on Superman's cape? You don't speed into the wind. You don't pull the mask off a whole Long Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. Ba-doom-doo-da-da-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Well, a hush fell over the pool room as Jimmy come bobbing in off the street. And when the cutting was done, the only part that wasn't bloody was the soles of the big man's feet. Yeah, he was cutting about 100 places, and he was shot in a couple more. And you can better believe a song of different kind of story when Big Jim hit that floor. Oh, did they say you don't tug on Superman's cape? You don't speed into the wind. You don't pull the mask off a whole Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Slim. Yeah, Big Jim got his hat. Find out where he's at, not hustling people strange to you. Even if you do got a two-piece custom-made pool cue. Yeah. You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't speed into the wind. You don't pull the mask off a whole Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Slim. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, that was cool. So I'm just gonna pause for a sec here and hook up the other video. Okay, now we're gonna get going with the Geoff Castellucci version, and it looks like he's got all 5 Jeffs out there. And I just checked out the description, and it says no Jeffs were harmed in the making of this video. So, fun. Okay, here we go. Maybe. Start.
Uptown's got its hustlers, the Bowery has got its bums, and 42nd Street's got Big Jimmy Walker. He's a pool shooting son of a gun. Yeah, he's big and dumb as a man can come, but he's stronger than a country horse. And when the bad folks all get together at night, you know they all call him Big Jim Boss, just because. You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit into the wind.
Okay, harmonies are great. And I know how hard it is to film this. I've watched him do his descriptions and how he films all his videos. And it takes a long time, especially, not even once they're filmed, you still have to edit it. So it's tough.
You don't pull the mask off the old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim.
Well, out of South Alabama come a country boy. He said, I'm looking for a man named Jim.
Oh yeah, cool. He's showing his range again.
I am a pool shooting boy, my name is Willie McCoy, but down home they can call me Slim. Said I'm looking for the king of 42nd Street. He's driving a drop-top Cadillac. You know he took all my money, and it may sound funny, but I come to get my money back. Everybody say, Jack,
Don't you know?
you don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit in the wind. You don't pull the mask off the whole Lone Ranger, and you
Don't mess around with Jim. Well, a hush fell over the pool room, and Jimmy come bopping in off the street. And when the cutting was done, the only part that wasn't bloody was the sole of the big man's feet. Yeah, he was cut in about 100 places, and he was shot in a couple more. And you better believe they sung a different kind of story when Big Jim hit the floor. Woo. Now they say you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spit in the wind, you don't pull the mask off the old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Slade. Come on.
you don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't into the wind.
You don't
Pull the mask off the whole Lone Ranger, and
don't mess around with Sid.
Ooh, I do like him holding that note. Oh, a little scat at the end. That's pretty good. Okay, so, ooh, ouch. They're both good. I mean, I do like when Jim does the scat after each chorus, and Geoff does mention that in his description as well. And it's probably going to be a little unpopular decision, but I do like. It's not that I dislike Geoff's version. It's just different. And my heart goes to Jim. So my apologies to all Geoff fans. And I am one. But yes, it's my own personal preference with that one. But I do like the way that he honored that song. It was well done. It had a little bit of the guitar in the background and more percussion. I don't think it really needed the percussion. You know, there was some drumming in the background. I did like the clapping and the foot stomping, and it was enough. It really didn't need the actually drumming portion of it, I don't think. But it was good, and I really, really liked it. I just have to be a little partial to Jim. And I've got all his albums. I've had them since I was, oh, well, of course, younger. I mean, 1973 was when he passed. So, but yes, I've got all his songs. I've got him and his wife's song album. When he passed, his son was 2 years old. His son is now 55, which is crazy. And his son is a piano player, guitar player, singer. He's also on. I'll put a link to his page as well as Jim's and Geoff's. Everything's going to go down below in the description. So I like a happy song. He does have some sad songs, but beautiful love songs. And like I said, that midnight special, it's about an hour and a half long, or about an hour long, I would say. And the link will be in the description below. So I hope you enjoy that. And always, when you hear something from now on, unless they say it's an original. Somebody else has done it. And there are so many songs that are that have had multiple covers of covers of covers. So it's really cool to go back and see when these songs first came out. Okay, so I hope you have a great day. I wish you peace. I wish you kindness. And remember, kindness is not what you do, but who you are. Sounds weird, but that's my feeling. So be kind, be gentle, and love your neighbors. I'll talk to you in the next one. Love y'all. Bye now.